Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Clout chaser alert. Clout chaser alert. It's your boy Taco Bell Wani, and I have a question for Mr. Tyson Griffin. I think he's a former UFC fighter, I've got to admit. Before he got into this back and forth with Jon Jones, I didn't know who he was. That's why I'm saying he's clout chasing, and that's also why I have to ask Mr. Tyson Griffin.
Why you being a dickhead for? Stop being a dickhead.
Mr. Tyson Griffin, I believe a former UFC fighter, maybe a UFC media personality. I've never seen him on the media, so maybe he has a podcast or something that he does that some people listen to. I don't know. All I know is now I see a headline about Jon Jones blasting a bitter bitch on Twitter for talking about Conor McGregor. So it's like, oh shoot, Jon Jones, Conor McGregor, he's talking about the incident, he's defending Conor. I want to see what my boy Jon Jones got to say. Well, turns out what he had to say was a response to this guy, Mr. Tyson Griffin. I was like, oh snaps, this nigga's verified. Jon Jones is really defending Conor McGregor's legacy out here. You know what I'm saying? Conor McGregor came to his boy's defense, broke a window, canceled some fights. A lot of people hate Conor McGregor now because the fights got canceled and fighters got injured. Could have been a lot more serious. Some people are saying, like Michael Bisping, he came also to the defense of Conor McGregor, said, yo, he was defending his friend. He made a mistake. And that's what Jon Jones is saying. He made a mistake. People make mistakes. Now, at the same time, like I said, who's going to be next to come out, you know, and say there's a lot of people that are against Conor McGregor. And yeah, Jon Jones, you can understand why would be defending Conor McGregor because he's had some of his own transgressions. He's like, yo, let him bounce back from this. Nobody's perfect. I've been a little jacked up off Mountain Dew in my day. No, I'm just playing. He didn't say that. But either way, let's get into this Tyson Griffin situation because I'm actually going to be defending Jon Jones here. You know why? Because it's only one side of the story. And when there's only one side of the story kind of be given out and someone's kind of like playing the victim against a much more popular person, I think it's kind of clout chasing. Let's get into the story. Jon Jones blast a bitch for tweeting about Conor McGregor. That's the headline I saw that got me into this. And so, taken to Twitter, former UFC competitor Tyson Griffin decided to comment by throwing Jon Jones into the picture. That's why I was, you know, he didn't just say, hey, you know, shame on you, Conor McGregor. He wanted to make sure to bring Jon Jones into this, and come to find out he had some, you know, DMs. He couldn't wait to leak on Jon Jones. Just couldn't wait. Like, yo, I got these DMs from Jon Jones in my inbox where he's kind of being a dickhead, and how can I get Jon Jones to, like, go at me? That's how I'm feeling, because he didn't have to throw Jon Jones into this, especially if you take into consideration they already have a history. If you and Jon Jones got into it in the past, you know what I'm saying, and now you're tagging him in this shit, you're probably wanting him to respond. Not to mention Jon Jones is a lot more successful, bigger fighter, even with the transgressions. But this is what he had to say. Well, there goes Conor McGregor losing his Burger King deal faster than Jon Jones lost his Nike deal. Or did he? More problems or more problems? Yeah, I don't know if Conor McGregor Conor McGregor didn't even lose his Burger King deal, bro. He just literally said this to take a shot at Jon Jones. Conor McGregor still has his Burger King deal. He's like, there goes Conor McGregor losing this Burger King deal faster than Jon Jones lost his Nike deal. Like, completely throwing Jon Jones under the bus, and it didn't even happen yet. And then, that pissed Jon Jones off. It pissed him off. Fucking mission accomplished, Tyson Griffin. This was the original tweet, and here's Jon Jones. He fucking unloaded on him. He said, Tyson Griffin, my dream was to be sponsored by Nike as a high school wrestler, became an adult and made it happen, even had my own sneaker which sold out within a day. Whatever happened with your Nike deal? I don't remember. I'll wait. He said, you can tell by the tone of your tweet that you're happy Conor McGregor may be losing his deal. Disguise yourself as an MMA coach or MMA personality. I just see a bitter bitch who's the size of my dick. Jon Jones. Boom. Hold on. Jon Jones let it off on this dude. Sounded the alarms. You got what you asked for. And now that he tagged Jon Jones, made a little joke about Jon Jones losing his Nike deal and stuff like that, it looks like, you know, he's shaming on Conor McGregor. Well, he responded to Jon Jones. You think this guy's just going to let Jon Jones get the last word? Heck no. So, let me pull up the tweets of now. This is where he starts pulling out those DMs I was telling you about. Check it out. So, he responded to John Jones, started busting out the tweets, and John Jones, I gotta admit, looks like an asshole in these tweets. But it's not like John Jones was just sitting on his couch and sent this tweet to the guy that he's exposing. My question is, what did you do to get John Jones to say this first? You know what I'm saying? So this is Tyson Griffin's response to John Jones, you know, blasting him after he started it, right? And we already went over, Conor didn't even lose the Burger King deal. So now he's exposing the DMs from John Bones Jones, and yeah, they look bad on John Jones. I gotta admit, he's essentially saying, yo, I'm better than you, my dog will whoop your dog's ass, my girl will whoop your dog's ass, my dick's bigger than yours, I cook better than you, I fucking play baseball better than you, I'll fucking dunk on you. What do you want to do, bro? I'm better than you at literally everything. I'm alpha, you're beta. What's up, bro? Your girl, he didn't say all of that, but essentially that's what John Jones was letting this guy know. Like, bro, I'm the shit. What's up with your life? Now, I'll read John Jones's little messages, but like I said, this was John Jones's response. Keep in mind, this guy's exposing the DM. So now what? Does John Jones have to go all the way? John Jones probably has way more tweets and has been through so many phones. There's no way he can go back. John Jones is just above that. He's not gonna. He don't have Tyson Griffin's tweets saved. You know, whenever John Jones sent these tweets, he probably put them in a fucking lock on the messages, a heart on the messages, backed them up to a thumbnail drive. Like, I can't wait to show people John Jones tried to shit on me. And so that's why I think he fucking tagged John Jones, just hoping he would respond, hoping he can finally let loose these tweets. But my question is, what came before these DMs from John Jones where he says he's sitting on 8 million cash, 2 million in real estate, UFC belt 9 times, internationally famous, I'm 6'4". You might be 5 foot flat, I'm guessing with a net worth of about 100,000. He's saying you're short as fuck, you're broke as fuck, you've never won any titles, you walk around without anyone giving a fuck who you are or what you do. My point is, you and I as UFC athletes are not even close to being on the same. You're like a boy compared to someone like me. I'm actually questioning myself as I'm writing this, thinking, why am I even giving you the time of day? Every time I turn around, you're writing me some bullshit. Why do you try so hard to get my attention? So it looks like this guy was going after John Jones, after John Jones, after John Jones, after John Jones, nagging at him, nagging at him, nagging at him. John Jones finally responded like, bro, get off my fucking dick. I'm 10 times the man you'll ever be. And yeah, John Jones looked like an asshole when he was saying this. You know, he's talking about him for being short. He's talking about him for being broke. And you say, you know, John Jones, it's not his fault. He's 5 foot tall and he's broke. I get it. But you have to understand, when someone's pestering you and fucking going at you, and to the point to where you actually feel like responding, you're probably just saying some shit to hurt their feelings like they've been saying to you. I'm sure John Jones has a lot of friends that are 5 foot tall and he doesn't really think they're worse human beings than him because they're 5 foot tall. But hey, he might. But all I'm saying is, John Jones is, to me, it seems like was responding to someone who was fucking coming at him. So then this guy, of course, responds like on the high road, like, John Jones, like, I was saying you might not have cheated unless you might have been cheating. Like, he's kind of playing the victim here. So I don't know Tyson Griffin, and that's another reason you kind of got to point at, is he clout chasing? Because I got to admit, I became a hardcore UFC fan, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I mean, I've been a UFC fan for a long time, but I was casual back in the day. Everyone who starts watching sports, when it was Anderson Silva and Rampage and that shit, I was a casual fan. I went away for a little while. Now I'm back hardcore. I keep up with everything every single fucking day for the last 5 or 6 years. And I don't know who the fuck Tyson Griffin is, to be honest. So now I do. Now it looks like he's been sitting on some hot DMs from John Jones. But hey, in my opinion, this is kind of clout chasing, so I don't think Tyson Griffin really holds no W here. John Jones probably shouldn't have responded. That's that, you know, because now he gave the guy the time of day. But it is what it is. You know, we'll see what happens with John Jones. Right now, I think he's sitting out with his suspension. His latest hearing wasn't too successful, but we're still looking at seeing if he is going to be coming back sooner rather than later, possibly fighting DC before DC retires, maybe a super fight with John Jones. John Jones still, if he can get his shit together, which he probably can't, we don't know. We've said this like 3 or 4 times now, and it's like, oh, he didn't, damn. So I don't know, but all I know is John Jones probably shouldn't have responded to this Tyson Griffin guy, but maybe he probably didn't know Tyson Griffin was holding on to these. I want to see the fucking date on these things, bro. I think these things literally were from 2016. He's been sitting on these DMs for the hot 2 years, just waiting to get John Jones to respond to him again. Hey, but it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think about this in the comments, man. In my opinion, this guy wanted John Jones to respond to him, and he was kind of clout chasing. And then so he's like, thanks for the hate, you know, and now he's kind of playing the victim, but hey, I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think about all of this shenanigans in the comments. John Jones opened a can of worms. Tyson Griffin couldn't wait. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.